it just came to me. The thought just kind of came to me. I think I should make this video for myself. Oh gosh, I'm also going to be doing all the leftover laundry down here, so I don't die. But anyway, this video is going to be about me talking about early signs that I had as a kid that I didn't know were really signs that I am a trans man. So number one would be the obvious funny one I think I really had. As a kid, I would let all the toothpaste form around my mouth and then clean off my toothbrush and then use that to act like I'm shaving my face. This has to be a canon event. Number two, and I don't know if anyone else has been through this, but whenever my brothers invited their friends over to the house and I couldn't play with those friends, I just felt this pit inside of me, like I was being excluded from a group that I was supposed to be a part of, right? Obviously this feeling did die down when I got older, because when I got older, because I was really young at the time, and when I grew up and started being around more women and more females, I just thought, this is how it's supposed to be, and never really questioned it or felt that feeling again because of that. But yeah, why do we have a spray bottle down here? This is bath cleaner. This is bath cleaner. Do I want to ask? No. I think the other one would necessarily be, once I was in school, obviously, I'm a Muslim, so I went to a Muslim school, right? And there were computers for the school. Now, I didn't know the teachers were able to monetize what was on the computer, and I'm telling you, it wasn't anything bad. But I used to watch a lot of Gotcha Life back then, as a kid, and Gotcha Life love stories that I read around a male with a female, right? Because that was the natural norm that I was raised with. But I stumbled upon a boy love Gotcha Life thing, and I got entranced to it. I was just drawn to it. It felt familiar. It felt more natural than a woman and a man relationship. I also felt more drawn to it in a way, as in I felt like what it was portraying. I kept watching more of these videos, which eventually got the attention of the teachers, which is a wild story for another day. But I felt like that's the way I should love a man, per se. Did I know that back then? No. But that was the feeling I was getting. And as I got older, I kept making more male characters than my supposed female characters. Because at first, I wanted to put female black characters into certain shows or animes like OC, that I was watching, because there was not a lot of black characters, there was not a lot of female representation. Even if there were a lot of female representation, just gotta add a black girl in there for diversity, right? But no, I genuinely just started making boy characters, and I never stopped. And then I started making boy characters in different colors, boy characters in different styles and designs and outfits. I just felt way more comfortable and feel way more connected with my male OCs than I do with any other OC, girl OC that I might have. That was just a small sign for me. It's not for everyone, okay? Not everyone who draws a bunch of male characters is trans. It's just something I thought I'd bring up. This came from the dryer, so please ignore it. I'm gonna put this somewhere. It's not even fully dry either. But another thing that I should probably mention, I don't know if this is if someone can relate, but I used to just ship my male characters with other male characters. I kid you not, once I found out that gay relationships existed, I genuinely didn't look back. All of my male characters I had, or whenever I made a male character, I would try to add some straight couples in my universes, whenever I make a universe for my OCs, just for the sake of not making it all freaking queer relationships. But I was obsessed with boy love. I was like, this this is peak. This is it. The feeling I got from making a bunch of boy love, you'll never. Wow. And honestly, last but not least, I don't know if this is last but not least, honestly, I think there's more signs to it. Like, for example, growing up, I was always jealous when my brothers got, like, cool boy toys, and I love my dolls, okay? I love dolls, alright? I loved my dolls growing up. They were really, I liked fiddling and messing with their hair. But I also wanted more action figures and boy toys growing up as well. Although that feeling also died down when I started being friends with more women because it felt, hey, girls like makeup, girls like dolls, this is all natural stuff, so I should like it too. And for a while I did. Except the makeup part. The only thing I really liked is like making my eyelashes look thicker. That was the only thing that like made me feel great about it. I'm sorry about the light in the background, but like makeup, no. I just don't. It makes me look pretty, but it's not something I desired growing up. And obviously, I wasn't complaining about all the dresses I'm wearing and stuff, right? To this day, I still like to dress feminine sometimes, but all those summers that I wish that I could just transform into a boy, and maybe this is just because growing up as a Muslim girls are supposed to dress a specific way outside, and when you're dressing like that on a hot summer day, it's freaking hot. You wouldn't want to be out there sweating like crazy. And you know, you just see all the boys out there wearing t-shirts and shorts outside. There's like t-shirts and shorts outside, and you're just like envious. It's just like, wow, I really wish I was a boy right now. That could have been the reason. But moving on, I gotta get these huge powdered laundry detergents out of liquid laundry detergent. But the last but not least thing for me would be when I was a kid, like 12, 13, 14, right? I wasn't really exploring my sexuality or my gender identity at those times, which means I wasn't deep diving, researching into the LGBTQ, like why are LGBTQ gays, trans, and lesbians exist, right? Like, I just thought it was just some sort of choice that people made, but you should accept their choice of doing it, right? Because there's still people do that. I don't know. Of course, I started learning. No duh. But since it was still portrayed as a sin, one thing that I would do growing up as a kid I thought I heard something. I thought someone was gonna go. What are you doing, Dan? Anyway, one of the things that I would do when I was a kid was trying to imagine the me that I would be if I wasn't a Muslim. And I was like, that's the me you would be if you were a Muslim. If you weren't a Muslim, I mean. So you have to stay away from that and stay a Muslim and do this, that, X, Y, Z. And the main thing that always came to mind, no matter how much I tried to deny it, was me identifying as a bisexual, transgender person, or transmasculine, transman person, right? That would be the main thing. Sometimes it'd be maybe a furry, maybe a furry. All I'm saying is first, because I do like to dress. I like the bunny ears and the wolf ears. All I'm trying to say. I'm not chill. But no matter what, it always came down to those two. I'd be bisexual and I'd be trans. And I wouldn't be wearing a hijab, obviously. I didn't know transitioning existed, so I thought at the time, so I thought all trans people just identified as the opposite gender but still look the same. Oh boy. But that wasn't the case, and transitioning does exist, so poor little old me didn't know about that. But no matter what, every time I thought about what I would be if I was a non-Muslim person, it always was bisexual and transgender, which should have been my first fucking flag that, hey, maybe you're queer. What? No, me, I can't be queer. The non-Muslim me is queer. Closeted. I'm still closeted, so, you know, queer-phobic Muslim family, you know. But I think those were all the signs that I had growing up that pointed to me being a trans man. I never really had the desire to wear masculine things growing up, except when it was summertime. I'm gonna be so honest. Although there were a lot of times where I just wished I could just be shirtless on the beach like all the other men. Not because it was hot or anything, because it just looked so satisfying. And then I could swim normally without having to worry about So yeah, those were the signs that I had growing up that pointed to me being trans. I obviously had some signs that pointed to me liking more than one gender, and for me being demisexual, all that stuff, right? But basically, I started to actually accept it and stuff when I actually started learning more about the LGBTQ. I had queer friends when I was 14, and I'm 15 right now. But I never actually did research until very recently, not very recently. Like at the end of 2025, the beginning of 2026, probably not. It was near around the middle to end of this 2026 school year, and then I started doing crazy research about it, and I started realizing all the shit. I was like, oh no, wait a minute. So yeah, then June 13th, I came out to my closest friends who are going to get this video to laugh at me, because I know you guys are gonna want to see this. And now, I'm here, July, and even though I figured it out now, I'm still closeted because my family will never accept me. Only my friends will accept me. My friends are the only family I have, and I have nowhere else to go to express myself. But anyway, that's gonna be all for today's video. For this video that I'm recording right now. June 13th is gonna be my anniversary for when I came out and realized that I was queer. I don't know if queer people do that. They mark the day that they found out that they were queer and came out and just turned into an anniversary and went, see this day? It's my anniversary now. This will be the momentary day. This will be the day where I go, this is the day that changed my life for the better. It's the day where I found out that other queer Muslims exist, and I'm not sinning for being with this. Did it take a whole month for me to accept myself? Yes. Do I have gender dysphoria? Yes. But was it all worth it? Yes.